Hey guys, welcome back. So since Apple released MagSafe technology with the iPhone 12 a couple of years ago, you literally cannot look anywhere on the internet now without seeing a bunch of MagSafe batteries. Of course, Apple being Apple, they released their own MagSafe battery a couple of years ago, but being Apple, it's pretty expensive and kind of limited in features. And with most of the MagSafe batteries that are available, they can basically do one thing, which is charge your phone, but they're generally limited in battery capacity, don't have a lot of features. Oftentimes they block the camera on the back of your phone. Well, for this video, our good friends at Zeera Wireless have sent me this little package which contains their latest MagSafe battery, which is called the MagVolt Gen 4. So how does it stack up to the rest of the competition? Let's unbox it and take a look. Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, we talk about all things tech, particularly those smaller tech items to help you increase your productivity, streamline your workflow, and make your life easier. So as I said earlier, MagSafe batteries generally come in two flavors, either portable or slightly less portable. Yes, they're all designed to magnetically snap onto the back of your phone to give you a boost of energy as you're going throughout your day, but some are a little bit more bulky than others. And I'm not gonna lie, the MagVolt is fairly chunky, but what it lacks in slimness, it makes up for in features. The MagVolt 4 is somewhat like a Frankenstein of the best MagSafe batteries that are on the market, all in one nice package. You've got tons of capacity, you've also got great magnetic support for MagSafe, and you've got this nice kickstand in the back, which we'll go over a little bit later in the video. It's sort of like a Swiss Army knife of MagSafe batteries. So let's take a look at what's in the box and then we'll go over the specs. All right, so we're gonna do a quick unboxing here. I don't really think there's gonna be a lot to it, but we'll see what's inside the box here. So we've got our MagVolt 4 box in front of us. Have to say, just before I take it out of the box, really like Zeera's packaging. It's very minimal. You've just got basically the Zeera logo on the front and the back, and just their kind of their tagline, but that's pretty much it. There's no no other explanation as to what's inside the box, but I like the colors, I like the design, so very cool Zeera. So we'll just pop that out really quick. So first thing we have inside the box is the charging cable, and quick note here, Zeera does offer two different options for the cable. They give you this regular black one, and they do also have a braided cable, which they claim are different wattages. I don't think there's any difference in the actual charging speed, but I'll actually check that out, and if someone knows that, please let me know. But it looks like they just gave me the basic black one. And then there's the battery itself, but we'll put that aside. Just take a look at these instructions here. It's a very basic manual, just kind of tells you how to charge it, how to set it up, etc. And then they give you this kind of velvet pouch that it goes in. And here we have the battery itself. So very minimalistic looking, not a lot to it. It does come in this black color, but it also does come in blue and white, just in case you're interested. And we've got our little kickstand here on the back, and then on the bottom here you can see there's our USB-C charging port, and then our indicator lights to see how charged it is. I'm going to press the button here, and it looks like we're full charged, so that's nice. They ship it fully charged. And you can see right here, just to kind of show you how this works, basically you pull this down and goes like that, and then you are just going to put your phone on it. And as you can see, works like that. And you can also orient it like this. And it's got a very strong grip, I can say that right now. I didn't even have to put it very close, and it was automatically attracting the magnet. So that's very cool to see. So yeah, and I will say upon, just kind of first looking at it, it is rather heavy. It's definitely not the type of thing where you're gonna be walking around with this, I would say, but if, say, you want to like carry your phone around in your backpack, I think this would be fine. It's twice the size of the MagSafe battery, but I'll bring it over just for comparison's sake so you can see what the difference is in size between the two. Let's take a look at the specs of the MagVolt. So first off, it's 10,000 milliamp hours. it can charge another device via USB-C at the same time. And the nice thing about this is, as far as I know, it's the only MagSafe battery that can not only charge an iPhone 12, 13, the 14, but it can also charge your Apple Watch, or it can charge a pair of AirPods, either AirPods Pro or an AirPods 2 or 3, as long as they have the wireless charging case. The really significant thing about that is that this could really be sort of like your one-stop travel solution, because you could just take this with you, and you know how Apple Watch and AirPods go. You don't need to charge them constantly. Basically, you can charge them maybe, you know, once every 2 or 3 days, and you're gonna be fine depending on your usage. So you could really, if you're going on a short trip, or even maybe a longer trip, you could take this with you, make sure it's got enough juice, and then have one thing to basically charge all your devices, and you'll be set from there. One quick thing that I wanted to note is that you cannot charge an Apple Watch and a wired device by USB-C at the same time, because there's a difference in the charging protocols. So if you try to plug in a phone or some other USB-C device while a watch is charging, it's just not gonna work. The company claims that the wireless charging speed is up to 15 watts, while the wired charging speed is 22.5 watts. Of course, that's probably gonna be cut in half somewhat if you're charging 2 devices at the same time, but in comparison, the MagSafe battery from Apple can only charge up to a maximum of 7.5 watts. They claim that with an iPhone 13 Pro, not the Pro Max, you can charge it wirelessly up to 2 times, and then wired up to 3 times, so plenty of capacity to get you at least through 1 day of activity. The other thing that the company claims is that it has something called FOD, which is Foreign Object Detection Technology. So essentially what this is saying is, if you have any items laying around your battery, such as your keys or coins, it's not going to get in the way of the wireless charging, so you won't have to worry about any interference when you're doing that. The company also says that this will not block the cameras on the iPhone 13, and I know that's been a problem with some other batteries. I did have a battery in the past by Hyper, which my wife was having issues with when charging her iPhone 13, as it wouldn't really match up and block the camera, but you're not gonna have the problem with the MagVolt. You can kind of see the difference in thickness right here. The MagVolt, I would say, is probably roughly maybe twice, or roughly maybe 2.5 times thicker than the MagSafe, and it's also a little bit taller. I would say maybe half an inch or so. You know, that's not scientific measurement or anything, but you can see the difference in thickness. But again, you know, the capacity, I mean, you've got basically almost, I don't know, 8, 9 times the capacity that this battery does. So quite a bit different. The other great feature of the MagVolt is its little kickstand that you have right here. It's very easy to fold back, and you can either have your phone in vertical or horizontal mode while you're charging. Makes it really nice if you want to watch something while you're getting a little bit of a boost from the battery. But of course, the charging time is going to be cut somewhat if you are doing some activity on your phone while you're doing that. But very nice feature to have, especially if you're traveling, say like on a plane or in a car, train, something like that. And the other thing the company claims is that the magnetic connection between the battery and the phone has been improved. And I will say, this is a really strong magnetic connection. I mean, I have no fears that this is gonna fall off. I don't know why you would ever be shaking your phone like this, unless maybe you were getting ready to throw it at somebody. But yeah, the magnetic connection on this is extremely strong. And just for kind of comparison's sake, when I put the MagSafe battery on, it's also strong. I mean, it's definitely not gonna come off. But the thing about the MagSafe battery is it does move around somewhat. With the MagVolt, you're not really, I mean, you can push it, but the magnets are just extremely strong. One thing I should note is I do have the MagSafe case from Zeera on my phone. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. I didn't test it with other cases. But if you do take the case off, it does move around somewhat. So I do recommend having some kind of MagSafe case on the back if you are going to be using this device. So as far as the cons for this device, it's not gonna show you the battery level like the MagSafe battery from Apple does in the battery widget on the phone. Also, when you hook this up to the phone, there is a light that will light up green to tell you that you've made a wireless connection. The other thing is too, it does not automatically turn on when you put it on the phone, so you do have to press the bottom on the button to turn it on, but it will automatically turn off after a period of inactivity. You can also press the button twice to turn it off as well. A couple of of other things to note. Yes, it does get a little bit warm when you're charging like all batteries do, but it's nothing to be worried about. It doesn't get super hot, doesn't burn your hand, anything like that. And like I said earlier in the video, it is fairly bulky, but again, this is a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, so it's kind of expected, you know, until they can shrink the technology down. You can charge another device with it, as well as your Apple Watch and AirPods. So the only other battery that I've seen that kind of compares to this is the Anker 633, which has the same capacity and has a unique feature where it can actually recharge itself if you put the cable up to it, but it doesn't have the same wireless charging speeds. As far as I know, Anker can only go up to 7.5, where the Zeera can go up to 15, and it can also not charge any other devices wirelessly other than the iPhone, whereas the Zeera can charge your watch and your AirPods. So definitely a bonus feature for the Zeera, and it's a little bit cheaper than the Anker as well. So overall, I think this is a great battery. It's got great capacity, great functionality. It's got a really good price, especially with Zeera doing some discounts sometimes. The MagVolt Gen 4 sells on Zeera's website for $65.99, and that comes with the basic 20-watt black charging cable, or you can pay $75.99 and get the upgraded 100-watt braided nylon cable. So let me know in the comments below if you think you might be interested in picking something like this up. I'm gonna include the links, so in case you wanna buy this from Zeera or Amazon, you have those to use. Again, I'm gonna be testing this out, and we'll let you know what my tests are like over the next few weeks. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. If you're not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe and like the video below, as it helps me to grow the channel. I've actually got another video coming in the next couple weeks on some earbuds that Zeera sent me, so watch out for that, as well as some more products that I'm gonna be reviewing. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.